Okay, we got that. For some rubber crafts. Woohoo. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Ah. There we are.
You got these fish yourself? Shields
Level
was right
up.
to send you on a direction and take your training.
Whoa.
I got so much. Hi there. In freshwater, the more common baits you can acquire are snails, and in ocean water, clams. My colleague in First Light, Master Fisher Clemenson, would greatly appreciate this ocean water bait being delivered to her. Don't tell her I said this, but she's been having some trouble getting bites lately.
There. Cracks now.
Please, please come. Ha! You look well equipped, and the Syndicate could pay you for your time. I see that you are new to the island. Aid me, and perhaps I can shine some light on the darkness. Yes, and the most valuable kind, indeed, if you assist. You see, I've been testing alchemical lures on the local wolves. Results were promising, until one of the wolves consumed the bait and grew in both size and ferocity. Well, expected that possibility, but not the precise nature of the reaction. We must annihilate the creature. Place this lure in their den and fight until the Alpha appears. Slay it, then meet me in the Enclave for your reward.
Sure. Accept request. No. Well, Lieutenant Tibbs. Okay. What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Slide on over, friend. You look like one of them marauder types. Like adventure? Maybe a bit of a scrap, eh? How about weapons and riches? How'd you like a little tip from old Tibbs? Oh, I've got something perfect for a new arrival. Ah, that's the spirit. Northwest's a fort filled with unbelievable wonders. Need odd things to get inside. Magic, you see. Ears from the soulless lost. A ring from a knight. Grab that lot from Lugdenham Fields and meet me there.
Sure, we can do that.
Greetings, traveler. You have the air of one new to Aeternum, so I pray the fires of hope still burn within your heart. I have taken on a daunting quest to bring aid to the needy, but I am the one now in need of assistance. Painful to admit, but when the Olcott farm fell to the lost, I offered to help them reclaim their valuables. I came here with the old man Felden Olcott, but the wizards are too many. I had no choice but to run.
Okay.
He refuses to flee, and I'm too shaken to go back. Please speak with him and get him to leave before he too becomes lost. You must convince him. It's not worth risking his soul for a handful of material possessions. If I don't get him back to town safely...
Decades. Nearly a century we worked this land, only to have it fall to the lost. My family took refuge in town, but we have nothing beyond the clothes we wore when we fled. Young Florina, this whole venture was her idea. Save your breath, stranger. I'm not leaving with nothing to show for it. I don't care about the coin, but the memories. If you help me reclaim our keepsakes, I'll go. I'll be safe enough right here until you get back. I've dealt with the Lost before. If you take too long, I'll come in there myself. This is still my farm, you know.
Okay. There we go. Oh yeah. Down town crust. Oh yeah. What? What? Good.
You must be wary in these parts, traveler. The nearby farmers fall into the Lost. If you value your soul, I would suggest staying safely behind the walls in town.
That was my crop. Oh yes.
Oh. Well now, I was having doubts, but here you are, just as you promised. This means a lot. Covenant Initiate Florina returned to Oxborough discouraged. Perhaps you should speak with her.
Yeah, that's right. Here.
You made it out of the farm with your soul intact? And I suppose you reclaimed the Olcott's keepsakes as well. Oh, I am ashamed. You kept faith, and the Covenant is an order of Templars sworn to battle on Aeternum to keep the spark of hope alive for all eternity. From what I've witnessed, you
Ooh,
belong
nice
as one of
jump.
us. I strongly recommend that you visit the Covenant Enclave yourself. There is something inspiring about the place. Oh, in fact, if you don't mind, it would help me greatly if you could take a message to my brother there, Lithold. Thank you. Lithold undoubtedly worries for my welfare, so please reassure him. I committed to helping the people here in Oxborough for my Covenant initiation, and there's more to be done. Hopefully, I'll see you both at the Enclave.
Okay.
Please, good visitor, tell me, have you come from Oxborough? My dear sister Florina embarked on a quest there some time ago, and I am anxious to hear word of her welfare. Ah, that's an immense relief to hear. It is inspiring to watch new initiates face the trials of joining the Covenant. But when it's one's younger sister, it is impossible not to feel some apprehension. If you have come with hopeful dreams of enlisting with the Covenant yourself, it's only fair you know what you're getting into. A wraith stalks the lands, and some initiates gave in to fear and are now in even greater peril. Their cowardice has very likely led them to a dark fate, though it is neither surprising nor unjust. It appears that in their mad flight, they sought refuge in Clearview Crypt, which has now become disturbingly quiet. Now there's courage! I should warn you, however, Lumen Morales believes the initiates engaged in heretical behavior. Templar Damiano went after them, but He has not returned. So go then, newcomer. I have a good feeling about you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough, but I think we can handle.
Vitor!
I'm gonna bring a great sword. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a bag of ears to me. You can, leave that there. Now, show us the ring. Oh, well done.
Tibbs spoke of you. He's odd, but fearless. He has a unique notion of what constitutes honor. But he's a sharp fighter, keeps his enemies off guard. Individual freedom is as important to a marauder as honor and glory. We marauders are a band of warriors united, seeking glory and honor in battle. If you have the spine to stand with us, we may help you to know yourself, both your potential and your limitations. Tibbs is your guide for now.
Don't give me that look. This place is full of wonders. Look at me looking at you, huh? The Marauders are my kind of soldiers, see? Family now. And I think you should join our crew. Now, how about another tip from Tibbs? Oh, don't be like that. Had to put you to a little test, didn't I? Or Strudaya would chew you up and spit you out. She's a tougher sort. Here now, let's be friends. Have a reward for putting up with me. Look, I like you, mate. And I know what Strudaya has cooking for the new recruits.
Here's one more time.
If you're keen, you could start off with a bang. Short trip, little warm-up, huh? Better loot than Lugdenham to boot. Oh, no. Though it is lost again. Pirates round here, always a pain in our side. Tracked some of them down yesterday. Northeast, hiding like rats. Fight 'em, plunder 'em, burn their claim, and take their boom.
Out here, that's a critical trait, lest you wind up corrupted or lost. And don't try to tell me the settlement would be safer. I'll not be trusting my fate to some bumbling constable. I am, or at least I was. The keep up the road, Stonereach was my home until these swine-loving soldiers showed up. Don't recognize their banners, don't know who they are or why they're here, but I want them out. A mercenary, are you? I knew it. Fine, go to the keep and learn what you can. Feel free to leave none alive. They've got a camp to the west too. I'm headed to scout that out. Meet me there when you've dealt with these louts.
You, there. Ever been mauled? Death escapes us on this island, so why not go up against a bear? Can you prove yourself tough enough to withstand the razor-sharp teeth and claws of a killer almost every day? It's a great way to wake yourself up, squaring up with a fuzzy behemoth of nature. Doesn't even hurt after a while. All I can feel when I bring a beast down is the sting of victory. Yes, that's the spirit. There is one who patrols this territory northwest of here. and he's a fearsome bugger. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and have the battle of your immortal life.
More lilting. Oh, perhaps with a key change. No, let it breathe. You caught me unawares. How may I be of assistance? Alas, I should have chosen a more private locale for this. Could you kindly forget what you saw and heard? My mistress would be quite irate if she learned I've been sneaking away to work on such a frivolous pursuit. If only my duty to my mistress did not prevent it. To be free of her, I must earn another patron. To complete my greatest work, I first need to hear it aloud, which means I must select an instrument. Can you play? Excellent. I have a guitar in my possession, but there may be a more fitting instrument for my work. The townsfolk have instruments we can borrow. Would you be so kind as to procure a handful and play them for me?
Fine day, is it not? The autumnal splendor of Everfall is always on full display. Stay a while. Well, now, that is a most curious request. Are you a lover of music? An artisan, perhaps? It so happens that I carry a flute, should I be in a musical mood. As long as you solemnly swear to return it, you may borrow it.
Have you come to report a crime? I believe my guard captain, Frank, is better suited to handle the situation. It is quite heavy. I would hate for you to hurt yourself. But I suppose the moon and planets are aligned in a way that suggests better luck. Yes, you may. Return it in a timely manner, please.
Remain alone.
There it is. The flute produces the most whimsical sound. I can elicit soul-stirring melodies from such an instrument. Yes, this will do nicely. You hold on to it for now. We will return it later, along with the rest.
Oh, what's this here? Requisition. Oh, iron. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Sweet! I'd love a good hearty stew. But for starters,
Hot melting pot.
I'll make sure our
Think of that precious gemstone all along.
I must say, I'm quite happy to find someone here other than those foul pirates. Ah, and Grace mentioned a letter that referred to a priceless verdant gemstone? I don't suppose you found such a thing, did you? I can't believe it. Please, may I see it? Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
It's both ironic and incredibly lucky that you found this. You see, I'm convinced Medea did not cause this curse. I believe it's this verdant gemstone.
Whoa.
The
We're
Druidic
19 now.
scrolls mention a verdant spirit that's protected Windsward for centuries. I thought it was just a superstition, but there was an annual tradition to visit the verdant shrines where the gemstones were kept. There are 4 altogether. One is safe in the Warren of Thornhall. We will need to find and restore the other 3. But first, this gemstone must be returned to its place in the Mirador Shrine. There is... Mirador is a ruin that dates back to the time of the ancients. It's quite likely protected by ancient guardians. But if you can get past them and solve the shrine's puzzle, the rest is easy. And I believe in you.
Oh dear, you spooked me. Needless to say, I'm a little nervous wandering around out here on my own.
Yeah.
Must complete my collection, however, whatever risk it requires. Ah, well, I am an antiquarian, Yelena Pagetnova, nice to meet you. I collect tools used by the ancients, construction tools, whatever they used to build these magnificent towers. Only I've met some resistance.
Yeah, I would the iron here. Definitely. Oh yeah.
Such a small thing that causes such issues. Think of how unbalanced it all is.
There we go. Yeah. Well, I got it.
The Druidic scrolls mention a verdant spirit that's protected Windsward for centuries. I thought it was just a superstition, but there was an annual tradition to visit the verdant shrines where the gemstones were kept. Oh, you did it! I may have sensed some kind of change in the flora here. Of course, I'm just an apprentice druid. Oh, your friend Grace seems a little disappointed. I think she had other plans for the gemstone.
Oh, I understand, all right. The 2 of you have decided to play noble heroes and save the land. And I'm leaving here nearly empty-handed. I'm the one who scouted out the pirates, you know. I deserve... I'm a bit disappointed. I thought you and I had a profitable plan Oh, so now you want to recruit me into your charity project. I'd refuse, but I'd enjoy this. That Captain DuPont was a right arsehole to me. There's one of those spirit shrines over that way, if that's your fancy. I personally prefer an honest walk myself. Either way, I'll race ya. I'll have that speaker strung up before you even get there.
Everything we're doing here is for the benefit of Corinth.
But I do believe Francis Turner needs to be held to account. His dealings with the pirates must be exposed, and the town needs a new Speaker of the Winds. My thoughts exactly. I'll visit the library in Corinth to try and find the location of the other shrines. Honestly, though, I'd love to see the expression on Francis Turner's face. Talk about priceless.
Okay. There we go. I'm doing this here. Ooh, hello, man. Yeah.
Have a gleam in your eye. You found something? Let me see. Yes. These are precisely the types of things I'm looking for. The ancients did not share our methods of construction at all.
Oh, we're halfway.
It's clear they were capable of harnessing some type of energy to aid in their construction, but I believe there was some labor involved as well. The kind you do with your hands. The funny thing is that we still don't even know what the ancients look like. 2 hands? 4 hands? No hands? But I believe it was not the ancients themselves who did the work. It's not clear, but probably some type of thralls who served the ancients. In Amarine Temple, I've heard speak of an ancient taskmaster. If you can defeat it and bring me a piece of it, that would be an interesting find.
Oh, finally! Someone in this town who isn't drinking at the Speaker's poisoned well. I heard you confronted him about the tribute. Of course, now he and DuPont have fallen back on the classic "the pirates did it" excuse. Oh, I simply must see this! The dirty lie has been caught red-handed. But we need to be strategic here. We'll need strength and arms if we're to challenge the Speaker. We've got you, but then maybe a soldier or two? Ah, yes, I saw him in the inn earlier, making preparations to leave town. I'll go and speak with him straight away. In the meantime, that young druid you rescued out at the farm was looking for.
Perfect timing. I've just come from Historian Moira, and I need your help. Moira says there's a map showing the shrine's locations engraved on a monument in the ancient ruins of Breakwater Bulwark. Oh, great minds think alike. I've already procured you some charcoal and parchment. Oh, Moira also mentioned the bottomless cup has the first half of the map. Might be worth checking out before heading to Breakwater.